In this video, I'm going to show you how to save Leaderstats and any other value you want to save inside the player. And before we get into the video, make sure to click the first link down below for quality assets. Enjoy the video. Okay, so first of all, we'll go to replicated storage and insert a folder. You can name it player data template, or actually whatever you want. The name really doesn't matter, but this will be it for now. And you can insert any value you want. So we'll insert a few so I can show that this actually works. Memory value, int value too, or string. Okay, and now we need to insert a script inside the server script service, and we will need a few things for the start. So back to service equals get service data store service, because we'll use the data store for saving, and then layers. And we will need replicated storage. Okay, and then we actually need the player data store. Data service get data store, and then player data store. Okay. After that, we need the template that we just made here. So player data template equals replicated storage with child player data template. If you want to have many of these, you just need to basically copy and paste the same thing, this one, and just rename it. Okay, so first that will make a function that will save stuff. So save player data and put the player inside this. And now we need the key. Player.user ID. And we'll also make data to save, so the script knows what to actually save here. That will be an empty table for now. And then make a data folder. This is something that we will make after, so down in the script, but we are calling it now so we can save it. Then if player data folder, so if it exists, then for this and value object in pairs, and then just do the data player data folder and then get children. Yeah, so if you want to save just these primary values, it will be get children. But if you have, for example, a folder or a value inside of the value, then put get descendants. And then of course do data to save. Then we need to put the key, or actually player and then value object dot name, and then that will be equal to value object dot value. Okay, so this part is done. We can go down 2 lines, and now let's do the success part, or error message equals pcall, then function, and just error message, then player data store set async. First we need to use the key and then data to save. So basically set async is the main way to save stuff, and you just put in the key, so the player's key, so each player has their own key, so no data gets like mixed, and then data to save, which is the values inside of this. and then go down to lines, and if not success, so if the script doesn't save, we can do a warn, and then I don't know, could not save with player name, and we can also put error message. Okay, so we have the saving part, but we obviously need the loading part to make a new function, local function, load player data, and inside this also put player. Okay, so now we have these two functions, one saves, one loads, but we actually need to somehow trigger them, which is really easy. So player added connect function, inside this put player, and then load player data and put player. And I will just copy this and paste it here, and inside player added put player removing, and just copy the this function name and put it here, so save player data. And obviously I can change these values inside the client side, so I will go to the server side, and we can open this and put bold to true, type, I don't know, hello in string, so here, and we can leave that actually to 0, or I mean, let's actually change it, so you know that every value works. Okay, so now if I rejoin the game, now if we open this, and as you can see the build value is set to true, this is hello, it has 12, and this is some random numbers. So we get the player data to save. And one more thing I forgot to mention, for the data store to be able to save, you need to go to game settings, go to security, and put the enable studio access to IP services to on. But now let's say we want the leader stats. How do we do that? Well, it's pretty simple. It's actually exactly the same, but instead of the player data we just put the leader stats. Okay, so now you can actually delete this or just rename it or whatever you want. I will just make another folder, call it Leaderstats, and inside this I'll put a number value. You can make this, I don't know, money. And I will also rename this script to data store. Okay, and inside of this we need to copy the template part. I put player leader stats template and then leader stats here. And the parts we need to change is here. So I just copy that part, paste it, and then let's do player leader stats folder, and then whatever you will rename the leader stats, but actually it needs to be leader stats for it to actually work. And then just adjust this part so it fits the leader stats. Okay, and another part we need to change is this part from line 52 to 54. So just copy and paste that, and I will rename it again to leader stats. And then here you want the leader stats template, and clone it, and we can rename it to leader stats, or actually if you already named it to leader stats, you can just leave it like that and put it inside the player. And here we need to actually take this and put else if. I will actually copy this here. Okay, and then player leader stats folder, and then inside this put, actually I forgot to change this. So inside the player it needs to be leader stats dot value equals value, and you can do print loaded and again name comma value, and then we'll do the last else. So if it doesn't work, it will just print that it has failed. And before we test it, I actually forgot to change this from data folder to player Leaderstats folder. So up here we didn't change the player thingy. So we actually need to, inside the player, we need to put Leaderstats and just copy that, and we can paste it here. Okay. So now there shouldn't be any errors while loading and saving. Okay, we have 0. Let's now change it to 20. And if we rejoin the game, it should now fully work. And yeah, as you can see, I have the 20 money. So that's how you basically save Leaderstats or any other value inside the player with simple data store. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and also join Discord down below if you want some free models or need help with scripting or want to leave a suggestion. Thanks for watching.